guys, welcome to Fuel by Hey Garage. My name's Leighton. I just picked up a 1991 MX-5 or Miata, whatever you want to call it, depending on what country you're in. And basically, it's a bit rough around the edges. The body itself is in pretty good nick, but there's a few engine things, service things that we need to take care of. So today, basically, I'm making this video to go over the service things, check over the car, make sure everything's in good nick. Pretty much just start afresh, cover all bases, make sure it's perfectly good for the roadworthy. The car's going to be going on Club Rego because it's only going to be driven here and there and basically on the track and drift events if we get round to it. So yeah, the main focus for the car is obviously kind of like a track street build with a little bit of drifting here and there. It's got no power steering, so it's pretty raw to drive, but it is pretty cool. Driving it back from the guy's place was absolutely amazing. Like, everyone was just smiling at me. I just had the biggest smile on my face the whole time, so it's definitely a cool car. Parts of it remind me of the 86 in terms of handling and it being a more driver focused car, but there's parts that are completely different to the 86. Like, obviously a lot more raw, no power steering. It's got harnesses, bucket seats. You'll see it in the next clip, but dude, it is crazy. I love it so much. So yeah, we'll get to the servicing side of things. I'm gonna give it a bit of a clean in this video as well. I'm just kind of pull the seats out, vacuum everything. It's a foam cleaner depending how bad it is. But yeah, we'll get to it. I'll see you guys in the next clip. This thing's so rough to get in and out of. I'm not really a fan of the quick release, so it's got like these 4 little grooves which line up with this basically. So the way it's going to go on is obviously they line up, and then I've got to like spin this, but it's like really awkward to spin it. Like really awkward. Pretty sure it's on. It was a bit rough at the moment. Fucking radio turned on, I didn't even press a button. You can get a double din for these. So this little bit pops out, obviously the single din pops out, and there's like a fascia plate that fits perfectly. So I'm probably going to order one of those. The thing I'm a little bit worried about is when I go shift and I go kadoosh and like smash the screen. We'll cross that bridge when it comes to it, I guess. Yeah, I just decided to rip out the seat. Pretty much, I'm just going over everything, cleaning everything. I pulled the kick panel off, started polishing that, so it's coming up alright. I just need to wipe all the fingerprints and stuff off it. I've ordered some new MX-5 stickers, because as you see on the right side there, it's a bit crappy. There's a tiny spot of rust, so I'm just going to attend to that, see if I can make it look any better. Found $5 too, how good. Alrighty, so I'm currently in the process of vacuuming the interior. It's looking heaps better. However, there's a few like stains. You can kind of see the carpet, like the fabric itself is an off color in comparison to say that area over there. So I've got some fabric like foam cleaner. I'm just going to spray on, agitate with a brush, and pretty much just wipe off. The area down here where there was some rust spots, I've just grinded them back, put some primer over the top, and then I'll get some paint match, maybe like a rattle can paint match, and just cover that. It's not going to be seen anyway. I'm going to keep going. It's going to be a long night. I've got a lot to do. It's only Saturday though, so I do have tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just keep plotting through everything, I guess. And I'll keep you guys updated along the way. So basically all the vacuuming in this area is done, so I'm going to hit it with some Auto Glim interior shampoo, agitate it with a little brush, should just wipe off. Take them off, pretty much just clean around that area, bit of a rust transfer on the carpet there. Try clean these up a little bit. So I've reinstalled the little kick panel there. I gave it a quick polish. It's got fingerprints on it, do need to give it a wipe over, but it's pretty much all good to go. Fix the rust there and popped a little kind of like rubber trim down there to kind of cover most of it. Still see a tiny bit of the primer there. Fortunately, the rust extended a bit further, so I'll get some touch-up paint to match that. Got all the rust off that, repainted that. Pretty much ready to move on to the next side. I've been kind of taking my time with it, just kind of do it once, do it right. I just want to kind of start off a good base, nice clean car, and I can maintain it along the way because I'm hella OCD with that kind of stuff. I love having my car clean. It's getting late. I'll probably just keep pushing through the night and get the other side done and a few other bits and pieces. Keep you guys updated along the way. So I just got around to the other side, took the Sparko seat out and the harness. A lot to clean on this side. Don't really need to take this off, it's not really in the way. He's obviously attached to the seatbelt as well here. So that's just up and out the way also. So just gonna sit that up there. Other than that, pretty much just give it a vacuum, bit of a foam clean, use the brush to agitate it like we did on the other side, and should be all good. This seat as well needs a bit of a clean, kind of like dusty. So I'll get rid of all the hair and stuff on it and clean it up. Hopefully we get these logos back to white. Alrighty, we're back the next day. Had a kind of late one last night. Didn't do a massive amount really, apart from kind of like steam clean the seat, the stock seat, put some leather protectant on the rear, cleaned all the interior here like you guys are aware, but the ashtray, I repainted the inside and everything. It was really rusted. Yeah, that's repainted, just a rough job, but it looks good. Everything else has been kind of cleaned and looks pretty decent. Just need to chuck the aftermarket seat in. Alrighty, seats all in, harnesses are all in, pretty much all good to go. Just got to do the engine side of stuff now. The harness is pretty good. I only thought it was a 4-point, but then I found that little guy hiding under the seat. So I'm pretty stoked on that. Alrighty, car's all up, all ready to change the oil. All good to go. Gave myself plenty of room, jacked it right up. It's, not sure if there's a leak or maybe one of the plugs hasn't been put in correctly or something, but there's fucking oil everywhere. It's not good at all. Get some degreaser on it, clean it up, and then basically check after maybe I go for a drive or something, see if there's any leaks or whether it was just from like the sump plug. Now that everything's good to go, I'm just gonna undo the sump plug. Got our trusty little oil pan there, well, big oil pan. Yeah, undo the cap just because it kind of releases some pressure and allows the rest of the oil to flow out. Once it's all out, chuck the plug back in, head back up to the engine bay, and we'll remove the oil filter. That's it, right there, right in the So basically, oil filter's out, new one needs to go back in. So in order to do that, it's kind of a personal preference, I normally pour a tiny bit of oil in, allow the filter to absorb it, and then a little bit of oil on your finger and rub it around the seal, around the O-ring. This is the old one, I'll show you on the new one. Just because it kind of then creates a good seal once you put it on. So now basically, grab your oil, grab your new filter, and it's the O-ring I was talking about before. So just the black part. What I normally do is I kind of tip a little bit in the can, in the lid. Dip it in there. Basically, just get a little bit on your finger and just rub it around the O-ring, just create a good seal. Now we'll chuck this on the car. Dude, I'll tell you what, they put some oil filters in the stupidest of places. Like my 86, it's like right there, sitting on the top, so easy to access. New oil filters on, tip the new oil in, and then, we're all good to go. MX-5 1.6 litres, take 3.7 litres.
want to see how I cut a spring onion? It's really fast. I'm like a chef.
Oh my god, there's stuff everywhere. Dumplings. Hey, what's this?
The bolognese, but it's vegan.
Vegan bolognese.
Dumpling meat.
Ooh.
It's roasting.
Charcoal pumpkin. We are spot on. Beautiful. Alrighty, now we're at the back of the car. So we're gonna drain the diff fluid. So that's the drain plug there. That's the fill plug. Drain plug's lower for obvious reasons. It's a 24mm and a 23. It is quite thin. Keeping the socket on there is gonna be pretty crappy. Ah. What the f? Yeah, chuck the drain plug in, tighten it up, and then we'll keep the fill plug out because obviously we gotta fill it because running the diff on no oil will be kind of shit. I didn't realize this isn't a factory diff. It's a KAZ, K-A-A-Z 1.5 way diff, which is pretty cool, pretty cool. Alrighty, now we're just gonna do the spark plugs. You remove the spark plugs and yeah, we'll go from there. You've got the NGK ones to replace it. I believe they come pre-gapped at 1mm. Let's pull the first one out. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it. It's toast. Yeah, just checking everything's alright. Billy's first drive in the car. It's like 10 degrees outside, so it's freezing. Had to change to the GoPro. My camera's gone weird, like everything's corrupted. So yeah, we're gonna go for a drive. Billy's a bit annoyed I put the harnesses on. He just gets a shitty seatbelt.
I'm gonna die. There's no airbag either. I don't love this.
Yeah, I don't have an airbag.
My dad's gonna hate you if you kill me. Name.
I forgot we're on wood.
You're a dumbass.
Could you move the wood?
I thought you started.
No.
I forgot we're on wood.
It's all four corners too.
Oh, there's an ABS thing right there. Can you imagine how I
I looked at you, I was waiting for it.
You liar. Oh my god.
The diff is mint! I like gave it a baby clutch kick. It's a bit weird like skidding without power steering because correcting it then was like weird.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Spark plugs went in, all was good to go. I went inside and had some dinner, sat down on the couch and I fell asleep. I was absolutely exhausted. Car's all running. I've pretty much started pulling other parts apart, basically servicing other bits and pieces, and they will be in the next videos. There's some installs to come as well. Took delivery of a few different boxes of parts from MX5 Mania, a few different parts off Amazon for the camera. So less time recharging the camera, it means I can actually just keep filming and filming. Also got 3 new SD cards, so got heaps of space now. Got a few more mounts for the GoPro too. Organized using the drone, incorporating a bit of that footage as you guys saw in the intro, and incorporate a bit of that throughout the actual videos or the vlogs, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, that's it for this video. There's plenty more to come. As I said, more boxes arrived, more deliveries. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned.